Welcome back to Web Cafe AI. We do daily ChatGPT and AI videos for your personal and business life. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the app of Slack and seeing how AI, ChatGPT, and Zapier can all integrate with this function. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We are diving into everything you need to know about AI automation, and we're doing in-depth tutorials, nothing surface level here. So make sure to like the video. Let's try to reach at least 50 likes in this video. It lets us know here at Web Cafe AI that you're enjoying this series. Without further ado, let's jump into this Zap today. Essentially, the purpose of this Zap is we're going to go ahead and make it so that when an individual gets a new event in the Google Calendar, we'll set up a very personalized message that is going to be sent to one of our Slack channels. Let's go ahead and rename this. And I also would like to point out, as we keep growing on this playlist, it is causing us to have to build accounts for specific softwares that we may not actually use. So in a lot of these new videos that are coming out, expect us to use a lot of pseudo and fake accounts. For example, this Slack channel we're going to use today, we just created for the purposes of this video. So, you know, we're looking out for y'all, and we want y'all to be able to build out AI automations for every single software, as we're going to be diving into a ton of stuff when it comes to this. Let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to go ahead and do the trigger of Google Calendar here. And we're going to do the trigger of a new event has been created. Continue. And we're going to choose our courses account here, as this is going to be the fake data we like inputting here. And continue again. And then we're going to choose our calendar, which should just be our regular courses calendar here. Go ahead and continue again. And then let's go ahead and find some data that we can start manipulating. All right, so as you see here, we got our fake data here. We got a summary, which is client lead for an AI restaurant. We got AI automation for a restaurant in New York. Wants to know how to leverage AI for social media. Perfect. From here, we're gonna go ahead and create our ChatGPT block. Simply click that. And essentially, let's go ahead and do conversation. And we're gonna add context to it. And we're gonna format this as if we're gonna send it to a specific Slack channel to give them a preface of the type of event that's occurring and what the event's about. Go ahead and spread this over here. For now, we're going to go ahead and leave username the same, assistant name the same. A lot of these variables we're going to leave the same. So much so we could, in theory, leave the model the same, but I always like upping it to 4 when it's more comprehension. So we're going to go to GPT-4. We're going to add a memory key here. If you're not familiar with what a memory key is, essentially this makes sure that every single output is consistent and there is no variance from, 10 outputs from now. It understands the structuring of the way you like it. And we can go ahead and proceed with a memory key of Slack 123 random 32 character string. And from here, we're going to say based off this AI automation event, we're going to do AI automation call event. So we're already giving GPT context here. We're going to semicolon parentheses, and we're going to go ahead and do name, or we'll just do summary, and then description. I like to use the terminology that is used in Zapier when describing the data and its variables. So essentially summary is found right here. Description is found right here. So we go ahead and make sure we spell that correctly. Parentheses, and let's input the underlying data. So for summary, we're going to input it there. For description, we'll input that there. We're going to do a context block. We're going to say context. We are generating a Slack message. Please structure like this, semicolon again, and then we're gonna go ahead and say name of event, semicolon. We're gonna say short description of the event, semicolon, and then we're gonna go ahead and say location, name, different variables that could be found underlined in that specific event. These might not show up in this one because they don't actually exist, but this is for your context. So maybe there's a phone number here, however you want to structure the underlying message that will be sent through Zap. From here, though, we can go ahead and just say generate a Slack message, use a friendly tone, and at the end say, and we're going to just do this for your reference if you want to do very specific context here, and say cheers. So now it knows in quotation marks to use that exact dictation of cheers at the end of the message here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue here, and let's go ahead and test this action. All right, so as you see, our output is way too much here. This is going overboard, not what we want here. So let's go ahead and restructure this so it doesn't come out with that much text. We're gonna go ahead and add a parameter block here, and we're gonna say generate just the Slack message, no text before or after. Let's see if this is sufficient enough. We may need to fine tune this a little bit more. For now though, let's go ahead and add another character here, refresh the memory key, and then retest this action. All right, so not bad here. So we got the initial structuring of what we requested by name of the event, short description, location, name. Obviously wasn't able to find the name because there was no data to scrape there. As you see there, it does get the location that was in the underlying original event, which was New York. Perfect. Hey team, super excited to share the details of our upcoming event, Leveraging AI for Social Media. We're going to explore the potentials of AI automation in revolutionizing a restaurant's social media operations. Our client has a renowned restaurant in New York, and they've keenly been interested in knowing on AI tools can optimize their social presence. As you see, there is a ton of stuff that we can do here with more structuring in the underlying prompt, maybe give it more data, more context. In theory, we could input a data block within the initial prompt that is live feeded with information through a webhook. But for now, that should be sufficient. What we're going to do for here is we're going to go ahead and add a step here, and let's add our Slack block. Now that we've added Slack here, we can go ahead and create an event here. We're going to send channel message here. Maybe you want a direct message to a specific individual that handles your onboarding process. From here, we're going to go ahead and choose Web Cafe AI. We're going to hit continue. Let's go ahead and pick a channel here. We'll do general. From here, we're going to go ahead and enter our message, which was the assistant response message here. And from here, we can add a ton of different variables. For now, we're going to be sufficed with what we have so far. We're going to hit continue here and test this action. All right, perfect. So as you see below me, we got our message here. We have the structuring that we requested. Then we have the message from Slack that we requested from the prompt as well. And then finally, we have the very specific quotation marks of what we expected to see at the end of the message, which was cheers. If you feel like you learned something, make sure to like the video. It's completely free and it helps us here at Web Cafe AI. If you're interested in learning more about AI, ChatGPT, and Zapier, check out the playlist end of this video as we're diving into all 5,000 apps found on Zapier's backend and seeing how AI can be integrated with every single one. If you're interested in learning how to get access to pre-built AI automations, check out our new marketplace that we just dropped, which gives you a bunch of access to AI automations that you can use personally in your business or your clients' businesses. But without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for tuning in. And yes, surprise, I'm an AI avatar. Make sure to explore more here at Web Cafe, where we demystify AI for your personal and business life. Until next time.